Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to another Q&A Sundays. How are you guys? As always, I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to get up in here. And we're going to get started on today's topic. All right. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. What's up, Aaron? What's up, Mike? What's going on? What's happening? Welcome. What's up, D-Rock? What's happening? As always, give you guys about 3 minutes or so to get up in here. Then we're going to get started. This is a good one. This is a good one. International Minded and I have been talking all morning about this, and yeah, it's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing stuff. What's up, Kendall? What's going on? Got my water ready. What's up, Nicole? Hello. Excuse me. Yeah, you've been I haven't seen you been sporadically in here. I know I could tell you've been busy doing something. And who is that? I haven't seen Amina in a long time either. You guys, women must be out there doing their thing. What's up, Robert? Hello. We're going to get started in about 45 seconds. Hope you guys seen that. If you didn't read the title, please read the title of today's video, today's live. Please read the title. Then we're going to get started. Man, I just my brain has been international minded. And I have been going back and forth, and my brain is just on overload. And when I say overload, it's like I always say, when you get out of the debt matrix, everything is just there, but it's just out of focus, right? And today's one of those big come into focus moments for me today. So, but I kind of knew it, but I didn't know how they were going to do it. Okay. I just didn't know how they were going to do it. And this is the only place. Oh, let me get started. We're 3 minutes in. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the SMD channel. My name is LJ Young. I am a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them mathematically see outside what I call the debt matrix. And the debt matrix is a place where slaves live. Now, there's two kinds of slaves. There's unconscious slaves and there's conscious slaves. The definition of an unconscious slave: unconscious slaves don't trust math, and they don't know they don't trust math. Example: believing their homeowners with 30-year mortgages, believing they got a car on sale after financing it for 84 months. Those are unconscious slaves. Unconscious slaves don't trust math, because if they did the math, they would clearly see they're not a homeowner and clearly see nobody in the world gets a finance car on sale. Nobody, right? And then there's conscious slaves. Conscious slaves were once unconscious, found the SMD channel, because there is no other channel like this one on YouTube, found the SMD channel, added up their savings minus debt, and believed the math on their calculator. And they're like, oh, if I'm in the negative, that means I'm a slave. That's what it means. You're a slave. So now they're proud to say they're conscious, because there are millions of people out there that have no idea they're a slave. So becoming a conscious slave is like a badge of honor. Believe that. And when a conscious slave becomes conscious, they don't care if you think it's weird that they call themselves the conscious slaves, because you were unconscious, right? Once you become conscious, you don't care about what unconscious slaves think or do or say or whatever, right? But anyway, that was me. I was an unconscious slave up to the age of 40. I woke up found Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey basically said to take the math that you learned in arithmetic that you learned in grade school and apply it to your finances, and you'll win if following these baby steps. And that's what I did. Now I'm free, right? So now I took what Dave Ramsey showed me, because I figured out it was just mathematics. It has nothing to do with anything else. Remember this statement: if it doesn't make mathematical sense, it cannot make financial sense, CENTS. So I took what Dave Ramsey showed me. I stripped out the religion, because religion has nothing to do with mathematics. I stripped out even the part that he says, pay off all your debts. And when you get down to your mortgage, start putting away 15% away for retirement. Well, according to the laws of mathematics, if you have a mortgage, you can't put 15% away for retirement, because you don't have 15% of anything. You're 15% in a negative, right? So if you don't understand what I mean by that, this is what I mean. Open up your calculator app, because I don't want you to be fooled like I'm tricking you or something. Like I know something that nobody else knows, or I mean, millions of people don't know this, right? Anyway, open up your calculator, put in your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance, and hit equal. That's whatever the calculator shows you. That's how much money you have to put away for retirement. That's how much money you have according to the calculator. Now, here is the glitch in the debt matrix. Okay, this is the glitch. This is how to tell if you are in the debt matrix. Most of you don't know. If you believe the calculator, you're not in the debt matrix. If you still believe you're a homeowner, even though the calculator is showing you that you're not, you live in the debt matrix. That's how to determine if you're there, right? Or anyway, I did that for years, got out. Now I'm free. Now all I do, this is a gift. This is a financial superpower. Doesn't matter what slaves think. All you need to understand is this, slaves. As long as my math is right, I'm right. Doesn't matter how you feel about what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. I'm right. If you want to get out of the debt matrix, this is the answer right here. Right here. This is the only superpower, the gift. You know how people talk about their gifts and they kind of explain it to you? I'm one of the rare people that can prove my gift. I can prove it with mathematics. All right. This is what I do. I help people empower themselves. SMD helps people own themselves. Because I didn't know I didn't own myself until I freed myself. Until I got out of debt, then was the only time I realized I was a slave, because I had never been free before. If you're a person that believes debt is part of life, you're a slave, because it's not true. I'm here to tell you that's not true. That's absolutely not true. Debt is not part of life. You choose it. How do you choose it? You choose it by not trusting mathematics. You choose it by not trusting your calculator. So if you choose not to trust your calculator, you are an unconscious slave. Unconscious slaves don't trust math, and they don't know they don't trust math. Got it? So let's go on to today's topic, okay? Now, I have been saying there's going to be a housing market crash coming. I've been saying this because there was no way, in my mind, in order to stop the housing market crash. Now, I know you guys can read about this, the title. You're going to hear the different version. I'm here to give you the alien version. I'm here to give you the version that millions of slaves cannot see what's happening. Okay, millions cannot see. They just think it's help. I get it. And let's make sure, before I get into this, I am not against the system. The system is just there. This is how it works. This is how the financial system works. It favors those who trust mathematics, and it doesn't who don't. If you don't trust mathematics, the financial system is against you. If you trust mathematics, it's for you. All right. It's just there. It's no feelings. I don't think it's good or bad. It's just there, and it is what it is. Welcome, everybody. Monique, E-Man, Kendall, Tony, Jewel. Hello, hello. Now, what we're going to do is give you the version. Like I said, give you the SMD version. Now, I kept saying that nothing was going to stop this housing market crash. I kept saying that, right? But in the same time, in the back of my mind, I was saying to myself that, well, that can't happen, right? For two reasons. If everybody gets kicked out, nobody makes any money. especially the wealthy, the banks, nobody gets paid. So I knew that couldn't happen. Number two, if everybody got kicked out at once, this is the alien version. If you guys all got kicked out of your places at once, you guys would wake up and say, hey, wait a minute. You mean we're all out on the street at the same time? All millions and millions of us? Yes, you guys are all out on the street. You guys would wake up and say, hey, wait a minute, something's wrong. You mean all these years I didn't own this house? No, you didn't own it at all. All 3, 4, 5 million of you, however the number they throw out there on the Google and stuff like that. Nope. And then you guys would wake up. That cannot happen. The housing, so you guys understand this, unconscious slaves? The housing market couldn't exist without you. Without you believing that it takes 30 years to pay off one house, the housing market wouldn't exist because it couldn't exist without you. So that cannot happen. So what happened? This is what they're doing right now is an absolute masterpiece. It's like a piece of invaluable. You can't even put a price tag on this piece of art. So what the Biden administration did, they bailed out the housing market without using any money. They bailed out the housing market, and you slaves are going to pay for it. You guys are bailing yourselves out of the housing market crash. You slaves. Here it is coming up on the proposal. Allow some kind of, now you guys read the details, okay? I posted a video. You can watch another dude that kind of explains it because I don't really feel like getting into that. It's a proposal to allow people in COVID distress, COVID problems, forbearance, all you guys to refinance your house into extend your current mortgage up to 40 years. No penalties, no fees, doesn't hurt your credit. And you know what you slaves are going to do? You guys are going to jump all over it. Why? Because you have to, slaves, because you guys are slaves. You have no money. You have absolutely no money. So you have to do that. You have to keep up the facade around you and all your slave friends to pretend like COVID didn't affect you. So you're going to jump all over a 40-year mortgage. You're going to say things in your head like, oh, I'm extended 40 more years, but I'll pay it off way before then. No, you won't, slave. No, you won't. No, you won't. You guys are going to jump all over that like hotcakes. So when the moratorium ends, because in this new proposal, they say, hey, if these people decide to do this new proposal, the banks, you guys can't foreclose on them. We're going to put a lock on it or some kind of COVID, some stupid shit they name it, that you guys can't foreclose on them. The banks don't want to foreclose on you, slaves. Are you crazy? It just sounds like that. They don't want to foreclose on you because if they kick you out, they make zero money. Zero. They don't want to kick you out. They want you in there still believing that you own a house that you don't even own. Never have. Ever. You never have. And if your student loans are older than your mortgage, you never will. Can you imagine? You already currently have student loans that are older than your mortgage. Now you're going to extend your mortgage 40 years? You guys are going to jump all over that like fucking hotcakes. I didn't see that coming. I was like, damn. President Biden said, not on my watch. Not on my watch. Sorry. Bailout without spending any money. You guys are paying for it. Now 40-year mortgages are going to be the standard. Now they're the standard. So all you young people jumping on, ooh, the housing market's hot. It's not hot without you, slaves. The housing market couldn't be hot because you guys don't know. If you ain't got no money to buy a house, buy means cash. Buy doesn't mean get a mortgage. Buy doesn't mean financing. Buy means money, cash, money. You have to have money to buy a house. If you don't have any money, who cares how hot the market is? You have no money. But if you don't understand that, So imagine having student loans older than your mortgage, and you got to, oh my God, you're going to be a slave for life. God, they do you guys so dirty. Ooh, they do you so dirty. Ooh, they do you guys so dirty. You do it to yourselves. You do it to yourselves. Ooh. I can only imagine how many slaves out there refinancing your house right now. Ooh, we got equity in a house. You can't own the equity in a house that you didn't even have the money to buy, slave. You can't. How you gonna go up to go get a house? You don't even have money to buy the house, so you finance it for 30 years. After you finance it, you think that automatically the equity in a house is you own the equity in a house that you didn't even have the money to buy? Come on, slaves, you guys got to stop. Only the ones that want to wake up, because again, the housing market could not exist without you, slaves. Could not exist. Right before. So what they did, they also, with this 3-month grace period, because they pushed that's like at the end, the remaining 3 months until December 31st of 2021, they extended the moratorium without having to say they extended the moratorium. This is going to give you slaves plenty of time. 3 months after the moratorium ends, this gives you guys plenty of time to sign up for the extended 40-year mortgage to refinance and extend it an extra 40 years. That gives you plenty of time. You guys think you ain't going to do it? Hell yeah, you're going to do it. You better believe that. You guys are doing it. They always, no penalty, nothing against your credit, all the pluses. They put all the stuff on the hooks so you guys will bite, and you guys do. You're never going to own those houses ever, ever. 40 years? Never, never. Oh, yeah, Omanike. Prices ain't going down. Bailed out the banks. He bailed out the banks without actually bailing out the banks. Can you imagine with these inflated housing prices? Imagine the banks, they're financing these people with inflated housing prices. Slaves are in a frenzy right now. Ooh, the housing market hot. The housing market's hot. Not for you, slave. Not for you. The housing market is not hot for people that have no money. Okay, stop. If you think you're winning, you're jumping on something, you're buying a house now, you think you're winning, and you got to get a mortgage, especially a subprime mortgage, you're not winning anything. You're not winning nothing. You have no money. I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret so you slaves will understand. So you guys really don't get it. Maybe you guys will hear this, maybe you won't. You know what now is a good time to do right now? Refinance your house and pay off your student loans right now. The bank's coming out to you talking about, hey, this is what they do, okay? The housing market's going up. They're probably reaching out to you telling, hey, refinance your house so you can pay off those credit cards, pay off that car, pay off that. They're telling you to pay off things that they already own. Refinance the house and give the money right back to us. That's what they're doing. They own the cars. They own the credit cards. So you're going to refinance their house because they own it. It's not yours. You're going to borrow the equity, borrow money from their house, and you're going to take this money and pay off their cars and their credit cards with it. You're paying off their stuff at an interest rate. It's just crazy. What you need to do is refinance your house and pay off your student loans. That's what you need to do. How many slaves you think gonna do that? No, they're not. They're not gonna do that. Hell no, I ain't doing none of that. Brand new economy. You're right, Quentin. Brand new. You guys are jumping all in. You better, it's a proposal right now. You better fucking believe that's going through. Believe that. That's going through. You guys are, I bet you guys are relieved. Oh my God. Thank you, President. Thank you. I almost lost my house because you never even owned your house, slave. You don't even own your house. You think you saved your house? No. They saved the banks. Do you think the banks will make money with hundreds of thousands, with thousands of empty houses? They make no money, none. They need you in there, slaves. They need you. Mm, mm. Sure will. You're right about that, Dale. Everything you slaves see is an illusion. Nothing exists for you. Nothing. I know you guys think to yourselves, because you're driving a nice house and driving a nice car, I can prove it to you that it doesn't exist. Not even the money in your pocket exists. Nothing. It's an illusion. It's a mathematical illusion. Open your calculator. You know that nice car you drive? This is what I want you to do. Open your calculator and put in your car payment minus your car balance and hit equal. Does the calculator say you own a car? Okay, let's go to your house. Your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance and hit equal. Does the calculator say you're a homeowner? No. Pull out $100 out of your pocket right now. Pull out $20. Most of you guys got 20. Pull out a 20 and open up your calculator, because I don't want you guys thinking I'm trying to fool you. Put in $20 minus your car payment and hit equal. Does the calculator say you have $20 in your hand? No, it doesn't. Your whole life, you're living the American dream. Now you're going to hear about this proposal all over YouTube from everybody telling you about what it does, what's it going to do, but you'll never hear this version of it ever. You won't hear it anywhere on YouTube, nowhere. I'm explaining it to you mathematically. 40 years? Extended. Now, I don't want you guys to confuse a 40-year mortgage with 40 years extended. So if you say like this, say like you're 20 years into your house right now making mortgage payments. You're about to extend it 40 years. That's going to be, if you make it that far, that'll be a total of 60 years that you're going to be paying on one house. No, you're not. Especially if you have student loans. No, you're not. You know what you're going to do? This is what you slaves are going to do. You're going to get the 40-year. You're going to extend it all the way. I'm going to tell you guys what you're going to do. You're going to accept the whole 40 years so you can get the lowest payment. That's what you're going to do, because all you guys do care about is payments. I'll pay it. I won't go all the way to 40 years. You guys don't know that's a program. You guys all say the same thing, right? And then you're going to refinance the house, and you're going to take that money, and guess what you're going to do? You're going to invest it in Bitcoin. Get rich quick schemes. You're going to take that money, invest it back in the economy. They know you're going to do that, slaves. Why? Because you have student loans older than your children. They know what you're going to do, slaves. They do you guys dirty. You do yourself dirty. You guys are bailing out the housing market. You slaves, you're bailing out the housing market. You're bailing out the banks. Why? Because you're slaves. Proposal? Oh yeah, that's definitely going through. I was like, how are they going to stop that? $1 trillion is going to fall from the sky? Yes. You know what President Biden said? Yes, it is, LJ. Sure is. $1 trillion is about to fall from the sky. From who? Slaves. Well, he didn't say that part. I'm saying that part. I'm telling you, $1 trillion is going to fall from you, slaves, the pockets of you. Slaves. Absolutely brilliant. I didn't know how they're going to do that. Because if the housing market crashes, everybody loses. Wealthy people, rich people, the banks. No, that can't happen. Absolutely brilliant. Hands down. Bravo. Bravo. Take a bow. Bravo. Bravo. Why you see all the slaves on YouTube telling you about investing and cryptocurrency, all the imaginary coins, when your whole fucking life is imaginary. Now you're so busy with imaginary coins, you guys don't see what the bigger picture going on. You guys bailed out the housing market, slaves. I swear to God, I didn't know how they were going to do that. I was like, how are they going to do that? But then again, I was saying only the president can stop that. That's what I was saying. I said, this housing market crash is coming. Only the president can stop it. That's what I said. President Biden said, not on my watch. No, sir. Rolling out the red carpet for Kamala. First black woman president. You better believe that's coming. That's another story. Now I'm gonna put this link up here if you guys got some questions on the topic. Me and International Minded was going back and forth all morning about this. What's up, Sal's? And he was opening my eyes to some things I didn't see. I was like, what about this? What about that? What happens to the renters? Oh, this happens. This is why. Oh, I'm like, oh, damn, I didn't see that. I mean, it's like put it this way. Had I known what I know today, I could have been a multimillionaire in my 20s. Believe that. Easy. I would have been a multimillionaire in my 20s. Easy. Easy. $1 million? That's nothing. You can get to $1 million at a job. You can have a job and earn $1 million. Okay, let's just put it that way. I want you guys to understand. You can have a job and earn $1 million, but you can't be a slave. Okay, you can't be a slave and have a job. You have to own yourself and have a job. Okay, let's just make sure that's clear. What's up, the great? You're right, Jewel. Their prayers have been answered. Can you imagine? I can only imagine all the millions of slaves going, oh my God. Thank you, President Biden. Oh, what oh, I won't lose my house. No, you sure won't. No penalties and fees. No. My credit won't be ruined. No. You're saved. Voila, here. All you got to do is sign on the dotted line. That's it. And your whole life is saved. Never once stopping to say, hey, wait a minute. I've been already paying 20 years on my house. So if I extended 40 years, that means I'm going to be paying 60 years on my house. Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm 50. Yeah, you're 50. I won't be alive. No, according to the math, you won't be alive to pay off the house. So is it saving you? Well, yeah. Oh, okay. All right, slave. What's up, Andre? Just going over the mind explosion conversation this morning, and had to be at the topic of the live. Now, you're right. If you join the members only, with Andre on International Minded on there, you guys expressed that it was over your head. Yeah, it is. But look at it this way. When you start to gain more awareness, you'll go back to those videos and things will start to make sense to you. It might not make sense to you now, but it will. What's up, Eclectic Agitator? What's going on? This is what I'm sharing is a gift. This is a financial superpower. But what's happening now, you're forced to respect it. I respect our financial system. I respect how they do things because it's all a choice. You guys choose to whatever they're doing, whatever all the pieces that are moving, because there's a lot of moving pieces right now going on. And you could choose to see it by trusting your calculator, or you choose not to, but it's a choice. If you don't trust math, you're choosing to be a slave. You're choosing it. I'm telling you guys what you're going to do. Now you got to, instead of listening and being kind of insulted, I want you to say to yourself, is what he's saying true? Am I really relieved that this proposal is about to happen? Am I relieved? If you're relieved, you're an unconscious slave. That's why you're relieved. Hey, they're going to make it mandatory that they must give you the option, like they're forcing the banks to do that. That's to make you feel good, like they're forcing the banks to do. The banks want you to do it, slaves. If you didn't do it, the banks get nothing. You're securing their money for the next 40 years. Why would they not want you to do it? They're going to make it easy as possible. No penalties, no fees, no this and that, no hurt your credit. Whatever you guys want to hear. Whatever. Woo, man. You guys, those of you that follow me, if you want this to stop happening to you, you want to stop being an unconscious slave, right there. There's the answer scrolling at the bottom. I'll give you your blueprint. And this is what I must say for a lot of people, because sometimes I get emails that people want information, a lot of information for free. Okay. And this is why I stopped doing that. Once you get out of debt, you understand that time is the most valuable thing on earth. Time, not money, it's time. Once you understand and own yourself, you will never, ever give away your time for free. Those of you that want this information and stop being slaves, they'll pay for it. That's how it is. So else I'll just keep the time to myself. This information here on this channel will change your life forever. You will own yourself. You won't be getting caught up in the bad end of all what's going on right now. You won't be getting caught up with that. The greatest says, just y'all know some banks have a penalty if you try to pay the mortgage before the 30 years. You know, let me tell you guys something. With mortgages, they can put in anything they want because you are borrowing their money. So whatever that thick stack of paperwork, put it this way, you guys. Understand this. When you get a mortgage, it is 100% business for the bank. 100%. You are a client and you are a number. You have to treat it the same as such. So when you go get a mortgage, you have to have a lawyer. You have to have a lawyer. You have to have a lawyer to say, what is that? What does all that stuff in that paperwork mean? And is it to my benefit? Find that out. But when you walk in and you're in a frenzy and I got to hurry up and get this house before it gets snatched up. Those are the people they want, because you guys are not paying attention. You guys are all in your feelings, and only you slaves are going into a housing frenzy. Oh, the housing market's hot. For who? Only for people with money, not for you guys. If everybody you know has a mortgage, you guys don't own nothing. They didn't get anything. It's not the house. The house is not the asset. You are a slave. You're the asset. And they're going to make it as easy as possible for you guys to get into that. What's up, Frenchie? Hello?
Hey, LJ, can you hear me?
I can barely say that one time.
Can you hear me?
Now I can, yes. How you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You're looking good. You've been working out?
I've been working out for the last 20 years.
Okay, so I have a quick question, just really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I started a new job. I'm a member, so I pay every month. So just to let you know, I started a new job. So okay, so I don't have California, you have to have health insurance, or you'll be penalized when you do your taxes. So I started a new job. I'm only part-time, but they offer health insurance. So they gave me the option of I pay $31 out of my check, I'll have health insurance, and they'll like, I guess, you know, pay the copay or whatever. Or I could not pay for health insurance, um, but on paper, when I do my taxes, I will be penalized. So I'm just asking, what would you suggest? Would you suggest that I pay for health
You're kind of
insurance,
coming in and out. You're
or
kind of, I'm not sure why you're getting staticky.
excuse me?
You're getting really staticky.
Oh, it's
Hello.
staticky.
Can you hear me okay?
No, it's staticky on my end.
Yeah. Let me mute. Let me see. I'm gonna mute your mic. I'm gonna mute your mic and then oh shit, she must have been okay. Anyway, I don't really talk about that kind of stuff, but and when we get in that area, I want to make sure I'm not some kind of investor or something like that, or any kind of credible whatever, right? Nothing behind my name, but you know, that medical and dental, I don't really know enough to be talking about that. I really don't really want to talk about that because there's certain things you can do to offset it. It counts on your age, your health, because everybody's different. You don't want to say, hey, you don't need health insurance, and you're talking to somebody with bad health conditions. It's different. It counts on how you take care of yourself. Like, I'm 51. I take care of myself. Not saying that I don't ever eat Chick-fil-A or hamburgers. I don't want you guys thinking that happens, but not all the time. What's up? Shout out to Red Sing the Blues. How you doing, sir? Thank you for $5 super chat. Are you on the Shure audio setting? Because it sounds like you're on built in. I'm not sure what you mean, but I'm still using my Yeti or my Blue. What is this thing? That thing I was telling you about. I still got the same mic. I don't have the Shure yet. I'm not on the Shure yet. I am still going to get that mic. I haven't got it yet. Yes, they tried to charge me for it. I have a good tax lady. Yeah, they try to do that. Tell her to waive it. Yeah, I'm sure there's ways to get around that. You just got to have a good person, right? You got to have this is what I suggest. This is what I strongly suggest. Oh, okay. And see, when you talk like that, Red, I don't know those kind of terms, so I'm not sure if you're saying the mic sounds horrible, or it sound echoey or something. I'm not sure what you're saying. I just know it doesn't sound tight like your mic. Oh, get the MV7. Okay. Because I do want my mic to sound better. I want it to sound tight like yours. I do like that. Anyway, I hope you got that, Frenchie. If this is you and you're in it now, let me make sure you guys, unconscious slaves, understand this, okay? This proposal will allow you guys to keep pretending. The only people you're fooling are unconscious slaves like yourselves. Millions of you guys are behind on your mortgage payments, right? I guarantee you, if I drove up to your house, I guarantee you you wouldn't look like you're behind on your mortgage payments, right? Because you guys think since you'd have to make mortgage payments, you believe you have extra money. That's how you guys think. They know you guys think like that. If you're not making a mortgage payment, you believe that you have extra money. Now, with this new proposal coming, you're like, oh gosh, now we don't have to pay it back. That's what you think. Yeah, you think that, but you will, and you're going to be paying way more than what you got away with. You guys think you got away with murder, not paying a year's worth of mortgage payments? They're going to get back 10 times that. Hell, 20 times that. That's only if you never refinance. You guys think you're going to go 40 years extended without refinancing your house once? No, you're not. You guys have already been doing 40 years and 50-year and 60-year mortgages because you guys been refinancing your house. What do you think happens when you refinance your house? You start over, slaves? So if you got a 30-year mortgage and you refinanced your house, you just extended it 30 years. You've been doing it. This is nothing new. You just see it. It's in your face. It's going to save you. It's help. Yeah, exactly. You see that? Extra money so you can trade on Robinhood, Bitcoin. Hey, mark my words. Mark my words, you guys. With this new proposal announcement, Bitcoin is going to shoot through the fucking roof. Because you guys got to remember, this is what you guys don't see, slaves. Now the proposal. Student loans payments are about to start back up. Unemployment's about to end. You guys are going to refinance your house, extend it, do whatever, and you guys are going to spend that money. Spend it. You guys are going to spend it. When you guys have no idea, right now is the time to refinance your house and pay off your student loans. Housing market values are going through the roof. Refinance your house and pay off your student loans. You think I know you won't do that, slaves. I know you won't. Oh, hell no. They ain't getting no, because you think the equity's yours. That's why. That's why. Basically, if you refinance your house, you get a loan to pay off your student loans. That's what you're doing. You're taking it out of protection into the open. You probably don't understand what I'm saying anyway. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We need slaves. We need you. The housing market couldn't exist without you, slaves. It could not exist. It could not exist. We need slaves. The economy could not exist without you, slaves. 40-year extension? Oh, shit, man. And you guys probably think you came up. Oh, man, we got away with not paying a whole year's worth of payments, and my credit is still going to be good and no penalties and fees. Yeah, that's what you think, slaves. That's what you think. You guys are going to be fooling each other. You know how much you guys are going to stimulate the economy with this move? Holy, bail out the economy. I mean, this is a brilliant move by the president. Bail out the economy, stimulate the economy at the same time. You got to respect that shit. Congratulations, Mr. President. Congratulations. You guys are gonna be all over that like flies on shit. Oh man. We're saved. Yeah. Yeah, you're saved. Yeah. Whatever you want to think, whatever. Save? You saved your house? Yeah, you saved your house. Yeah. This is where you mail the payments. Okay. Yeah. Oh man, no penalty. Yeah. This is where you mail the payments, slaves. Rent moratorium. Now I got money for a down payment. It's a masterpiece. Do you understand why this is a gift? This is a gift that I'm sharing with you. It's an absolute financial superpower gift. Millions don't know what I'm explaining to you today. Millions. How many? How do you know that? How many people on forbearance? Millions? Yeah, millions. Everything I'm saying is right. Everything. I can prove everything with mathematics. Everything. Are you tired of that? Are you tired of being a slave? Are you tired of being on the wrong side of the financial system? You can be over here and hey, man, let slaves do their thing. Hey, whatever. Yeah, 40 years. Yeah, cryptocurrency, whatever. Dogecoin. What's the new one that's popping up? AMC. You hear all the slaves talking about AMC. Oh man, AMC's going through the roof. Whatever, slaves. Whatever. You mean a theater company? Yeah, whatever, slaves. Whatever. Oh, you better jump. If you put it this way, so you guys understand, if you hear the majority of slaves talking about AMC, it's too late. It's too late. Because if slaves know about it, it's the wrong move, slaves. It's the wrong move. Wrong move. Look how many slaves know about Bitcoin. If they know about Bitcoin, it's not the right move. That's wrong. Most definitely. Superpower, for sure. Robert says having the superpowers like Neo sees the exactly. You know how I look at it? I look at myself as Morpheus. At first, I used to think I was Neo. No, I'm Morpheus. You better believe this. Whoever wrote the Matrix, they knew. Clearly, they knew. And when you see the movie, you got to remember that's the best way they can explain it to you. It's not what you see in the movies. Like when you see dude morphing into other people and they're flying around in spaceship, they're just trying to take it out of their brain and put it on motion pictures so they can kind of give you an idea what it looks like. It's really like that. It's no spaceships. They're going to go into somebody else's body. No, I'm just saying I'm walking around here and millions of people have no idea. You cannot be a homeowner with a mortgage. You can't do that. You can't own the equity in a house that you didn't even have the money to buy. That you can't. The laws of mathematics say you can't do that. But if you believe you can, you live in the debt matrix. That's it. You're right, LJ. Once it hits the news, it's way too late. Put it this way: anything financial, if the majority of slaves know about it, you don't listen to it. It's too late. That's not the right move because they already know about it. You guys don't know money doesn't exist for you? Do you guys, put it this way, you guys slaves, so you guys understand. Do you know without you, the stock market couldn't exist? Without you taking your money, without you going out working for your money and taking that same money and giving it back to the companies that give it to you? The stock market couldn't exist without you, slaves. Couldn't exist. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you believe you can invest money, if you believe you can invest negative dollars in the stock market, thank you. Imagine this. Imagine if you pulled out every person investing in the stock market using negative dollars. How many people do you think would be left in the stock market? 2%? 2% of the people? Because 98% of Americans are in debt. Everybody, if everybody you know is in debt, okay, then that's... Monica says movie theaters are pretty much dead. I can't understand AMC stocks increasing falsely. It's no different than what was that, Blockbuster or something like that happened? Was it Blockbuster? Or something. It was something else. It was just stupid. Thank you. Exactly. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you. Dale said, I made 50% on my investment one day trading AMC. Those short squeezes are amazing. So now you got to understand, slaves, don't get confused at what Dale's saying, okay? I don't want you to confuse yourself. Dale is debt-free and he owns his house on a huge property in Washington State. Okay, so don't get confused. You're investing. If you have student loans, don't listen to what he's saying because you don't count. He has real money that he's investing in. You don't. GameStop. That's what it was. GameStop. That's right. GameStop. Same thing. Now, if you have money, now I know you guys won't understand this, but if you have money, do it. Why? Because slaves believe that something's happening over there. Slaves believe something is happening with AMC. It doesn't matter. Now, with the new proposal, that kind of stock and other stock is probably going to shoot up because slaves think there's going to be some kind of get rich quick scheme to get them out of this debt really quick, but it's not. It's not. If this is you, that, like I said, are happy about this proposal, you need to come see me ASAP. You need to see me ASAP. ASAP. If you're tired of being a slave, hey, you need to come. If you don't own yourself. This is how you know. Add up all your savings and add up all your debt, including mortgage, student loans, blah, 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 whatever, right? Savings minus debt, and hit equal on your calculator. And I want you to say to yourself, according to the calculator, do I own myself? If that's a large negative number, you don't own yourself. And you're probably thinking, well, LJ, then who owns me? This is what I want you to do. I want you to log into your Credit Karma account. Right there. This is where they house a list of your owners. Those are all the people that own you. They all have stock in you. They reward you with a credit score for staying in debt with them. They say, hey, thank you for paying back us our money with interest. We're going to reward you with this fucking phony ass number point. And then they give you this point and you walk around with it like a badge of honor. Ooh, I'm a 700. I'm a 750. Oh, I'm a 800. Whatever, slaves. Whatever. You mean something when you're 850? I guess. Okay, whatever. Whatever, slaves. Stephen says, read the article today that unemployment is ending June 12th instead of October in at least 25 states. Ooh. Can you imagine how many people are praying for that proposal now? That's all right, Frenchie. Sorry, LJ, for the static. Okay, Jewel, I'll wave. Okay, cool. And then, thank you for asking the question. And there's other people that know more about that. But here, SMD teaches you to own yourself, man. You want to stop being treated like a slave by choice. You're true. Let me make sure you guys understand this that are jumping in the room. The system is not doing anything to you. So if you ever hear somebody say, oh man, the system is this, it does that, it's bad, it's evil, they're just telling you. Now listen closely. They're just telling you how they feel about it. It doesn't matter how they feel about it. It's just math. It's like them telling you their opinion of how they feel about how 1 + 1 = 2. Oh man, I really feel angry that 1 + 1 = 2. Doesn't that sound stupid? Exactly. It sounds very stupid. There is no other channel on YouTube like this one. I want you guys to understand this. Everything I'm sharing with you, I'm sharing a gift with you that I can prove. Do you understand? Everything is proof. Everything's provable. Everything. So if you think you can invest in Bitcoin with student loans, you live in a debt matrix. So so those of you that are investing in cryptocurrency, it doesn't necessarily be Bitcoin, but just cryptocurrency. Say like you had $1,000 to invest in cryptocurrency, but you have $50,000 in student loan debt. Open up the calculator app and put in 1,000 minus 50,000 equals negative $49,000. That's how much money you have to invest in cryptocurrency. Now, according to the calculator, do you have money to invest in cryptocurrency? But if you think you can, you live in a debt matrix. That's where you live. And you will be living there until you die. Especially if you get a 40-year extension and you're talking about investing in cryptocurrency. Thank you. Thank you, slave. Now on the flip side, if you believe you're a homeowner with a 30-year mortgage with an extended 40, thank you. I couldn't be here on the mic talking to you without you. Thank you. If you refinanced your house to pay off your cars, thank you. Appreciate it. If you refinance your house to pay off credit cards, thank you. Because they know you're not going to cut up your credit cards. They know you're going to keep them for emergencies, because all you slaves, you guys tell each other, keep credit cards for emergencies. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. LJ going to snatch your mask off when hey, now James, I'm not scared to take my mask off on my channel. I just don't do it in public. That's what the shirts are going to do. The SMD shirts. Now, I want you guys to understand when these SMD shirts, I'm working on them now with NC Biggs. He's an SMD family member. We're working on it now. They're going to have statements on them that are going to make. Now, if you buy these shirts, remember, they're going to have statements on them to make unconscious slaves ask, what's that mean? Like my plan is this: the initial shirt's going to come out. If it doesn't make mathematical sense, it cannot make financial sense, CENTS. Now, when an unconscious slave reads that, they're going to ask you, what does that mean? You got to be ready to explain it to them, mathematically speaking. Okay. Each shirt is going to have a statement to make a slave ask. It's going to force them to ask. It's going to force them. Put it like, here's another one. You can't own the equity in a house that you don't own. They read that, they're going to be like, what the hell does that mean? What you mean I don't own the equity in a house I don't own? What's that mean? And then you're going to explain it to them. Hey, let's use that one for example. Say like I'm wearing a shirt that says, what did I just say? Oh, you can't own the equity in a house that you don't own. They're going to say, what does that mean? You know, I'm going to say, I'll show you. Open up your calculator. Then they're going to open up their calculator. I'm going to say, put in your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance and hit equal. Yeah, then you hit equal. They're going to say, I'm going to say, there's your equity. Does the calculator say you have equity in the house? They're going to have to say no. You can't own equity with negative dollars. Now, whether they get it or not, that's totally up to them, but they're going to walk away thinking. They're going to be like, what is that? What the hell did I just run into? SMD, that's what you ran into, slave. Now, so you slaves understand, I'm not the only one walking around with this knowledge. I want you guys to clearly understand. There's other people like me that are well past me, beginning before me. We're all over the place. What you guys don't understand, the majority of those people, they don't want to talk to you, slaves. They don't want to talk to you. It's like pointless talking to you. You believe financing cars as assets and all this other stuff, investing with money that doesn't exist. They don't want to talk to you, slaves. They don't want to talk to you. You think I'm going to pull down my mask in public and talk to slaves? Not doing none of that. I was thinking about this too. I came up with the statements because I didn't want to put slave on shirts. Okay. And this is why I don't want to put slaves on shirts. You got to remember, the majority are unconscious. You put slave on a shirt, they're going to take it wrong. They're going to start thinking of movies and shit and the family, the ancestors that were slaves once and all this other stuff. You don't want to explain all that to slaves because they don't really get it. You can't say, hey, slave, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about debt. Everybody has debt. And then you're going to be arguing forever. You make statements with that are the statements are going to be mathematically provable using their own calculator. Here's another statement. Financed electric cars don't save money on gas. Now, everybody with a Tesla is going to read that. They're going to be like, what the fuck does that mean? What do you mean financed Teslas don't save money on gas? When they ask you that question, you say, hey, I'll prove it to you. They're going to say, what do you mean? Open up your calculator. You can say, put in your mortgage payment put in your car payment minus your car balance and hit equal. That's how much money you're saving in gas. They're going to look at the calculator. They're going to say, wait a minute, that's a negative number. Exactly. That's a negative number. That's how much money you're saving in gas. They're going to be like, they're going to glitch. Okay. They're going to do what I call glitch in the debt matrix. They're going to look at the calculator. They're going to go, okay, you're going to look for the pause. They're going to pause, but they're not going to know they're pausing. They're glitching. They're going to look at the calculator and say, that's a negative number. Exactly. That's a negative number. So how are you saving money on gas? I don't get it. You're not. You can't save money on gas you can't save money on gas if you didn't have the money to buy the car. How are you going to save money on gas if you didn't have the money to buy the car? You can't. That's impossible. LJ, you're gonna make me end up getting all of it. Oh, hey, Steven, they're going you don't understand. You know how many shirts they're gonna be coming out? There's gonna be a lot of, you know how many statements? Look at the community area where I write all the time. Look how many statements I just have in that area. The reason why I write the statements in the community area, slaves don't know what those statements mean. They have no idea what I'm talking about. None, zero. Sal says, especially the bigger cities, it's the slave stomping ground. Right. You can't. This is what, and this is what I want you guys to understand. Don't think I'm saying I'm not going to put slaves on shirts because I'm scared. You got to remember, there are millions of unconscious slaves that don't know they're unconscious slaves. So if you wear slave shirts, they're going to be like, who the fuck you calling slave? I ain't no slave. Or especially, and think about it. If you're a white person that bought my shirt and it said slave on the shirt, they're going to take that shit all wrong. Nope. We're not dealing with no unconscious activity from slaves. None, zero. We're just going to have statements on them to make them glitch. They're going to be like, what the fuck does that mean? What do you mean I have no money? What do you mean I didn't buy the house with a mortgage? What do you mean that 30-year mortgages is not normal? What do you mean? They're going to be asking all kinds of questions. And it's going to be proved with mathematics. Zeke says the universe is rewarding you, LJ. You said you will be bigger than Dave Ramsey and Tony. Yes. Remember I told you that, Zeke? And let them know, Zeke, I'm not even, I'm not bragging. It just is. The only reason why I'm not bigger than those guys now, because more people know them. They've been on their gift. They've been having their gift longer than me. That's it. That's the only difference. I'm not comparing myself to them because I'm nothing like Dave. I'm nothing like Tony Robbins. I'm me. I'm not even going to try explain this to people in California. So many people have to. Exactly. You see how many people in California got Teslas? How many of those people you think pay cash for a Tesla? Probably 2%. They got the Tesla stations, the charging stations. Next thing you know, they're gonna be starting putting fucking the Starbucks there at each charging station. They're gonna drain you slaves. While they're draining your pockets, putting in electricity in a car you don't own, they're gonna be draining your fucking pockets, getting coffee and donuts and sandwiches. They're gonna set up shop at each station. Whoever gets the contract to set up a business next to a charging station is gonna go. They're gonna make so much money. You got to sit there and wait for your car to charge. Money. Ooh. We would see BLM on TV crying about slave clothing line. Sure would. I ain't doing none of that. Again, not that I'm scared about it. There's millions of unconscious slaves that don't know they're slaves. They don't know they don't own themselves. The economy could not exist without them. Understand that. It could not exist. I don't want that. Yes, I'm on this channel helping people, but do I want to change anything? No, I don't want to change it. I'm free. Without you, I couldn't be free. Without you, I couldn't be free. Thank you. When I say pay cash for a house, slaves look very like they'll look at you like, oh, only rich people can buy a house in cash. There is no other way to buy a house, slave. There is no other way. You can't buy a house. There is no other way to buy a house, slave. You think you can buy a house with a 40-year mortgage when they built the house in 30 days? If you want to pay on a house that they built in 30 days for 40 years, that's your problem, slave. That's your problem. Now, if you're asking yourself, how do I know? How do you know this, LJ? You can jump on the mic, ask me questions, man. I won't. It and you guys in the background that listen, I appreciate you guys coming here. I'm not saying that you have to say anything. I'm not saying that at all, right? What I'm saying is this: if you're tired of living on that side of the system, here's where you can get out, right here. Now, let me also explain to you. I look at myself as a person that you need to see before you see people that are well advanced past me. Because the people like my friend international minded Andre, he's not going to talk to you if you don't know what I know, the basics. If you don't even believe in trust math, it's a total absolute waste of time talking to you. If you believe it's okay to finance a cell phone every single year, yeah. If you have a finance cell phone, that's the reason why you have a finance car. If you have a finance car, is the reason why you have a mortgage. Stickers. Oh, S&D stickers? Why you say, what do you mean by stickers, Omanike? Any questions? Any questions? Anybody have a story? Anybody maybe they're going through this situation and want to know how to get out? Because believe it or not, I know it's hard. It's hard for a lot of you guys out there. The social media makes it pretend like people are doing good. For cars. Oh, for cars. Oh, gotcha. Oh, stick them on the bumpers. Bumper stickers. It might come to that. Who knows? It might come to that. Might come to that. That'd be funny. That'd be hilarious. But if this is you and you're in this situation, you're not alone. You're not alone. There's millions of people just like you. Millions. I know it doesn't look like it. I know they seem to be driving cars. They seem to be still going on vacations. That's a trick. That's an illusion. That's a lie. It's a trick. Hold on for a quick second, you guys. All right, I'm back. Dennis says, oh wait, okay. Jeff says, LJ, my little brother has 6 figures, but he just signed into a mortgage. All I can say is congrats. That's all you can say. That's all you can say. What's up, Omanike?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine.
Good.
I just want to thank you and Andre Biswa, because I don't know if you guys remember the other time I went live and Andre jumped on, and because I was talking about my mortgage and situations just like this thing, because I did the same thing 10 years ago. Remember? Okay, so I want to thank you guys because you guys were saying I should be able to pay it off in 5 and 7 years. So you're right, because now I kind of planned it out, because now I have a second job. I'm doing contract, traveling work. I didn't want to say anything about it until it happens, because about manifestation. Maybe you don't, but say anything. But anyway, so I'm knocking out, I had work done to the house. So I'm knocking out those 2 bills, and then afterwards, I'm going to go ahead and knock out the mortgage. Because remember, I told you I had $110,000 left on the mortgage. And I remember you asking me, couldn't I knock that out in 7 years? And I said, 15. You're right. I can knock it out in 7 years, probably less than that. So I just want to say thank you because
You're
you
welcome.
guys got me really thinking. And let me tell you what else I found out, because I
Uh-oh.
didn't even think about it. Because,
Uh-huh.
like I can tell you, I'm a slave. I know you say I am an unconscious
A
slave,
conscious
but I'm
slave.
a
A
damn
conscious
slave.
slave.
Well, let
Conscious.
me I'm hard on myself. Let me tell you why. Because my phone and I have a little laptop, I forgot, because I'm just paying on it like a damn slave. I have a 2-year contract.
On what?
So on my phone and my
Okay.
laptop. Now listen to this
Oh,
though.
okay.
I went in just on, what's today? Sunday? On Friday after work, and to the Verizon place. And I said, oh, I just want to know how much I have left on the contract. I don't have that much left. Altogether, it's $500. So I'm going to pay it off on both of them.
Right.
So
Okay,
I
good.
want to say
How
thank
long
you,
have you
because
been
I
paying?
was
You've
just,
been paying on that for how long? How long you have been paying on that phone?
man, they told me 2 years. It didn't seem like it.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
I had like a 2-year contract, and it's up sometime, I don't know, this year, but I'm just going to go ahead and pay it off, because I have emergency money. What's the sense of having it there? Because it's like really negative money, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I'm just
Exactly.
going to take it. Really? I mean, good to have emergency money, but pay that off, because
Pay that
let's be
phone off.
real.
Yes.
Savings minus debt means
Yeah.
negative.
Yeah.
So
You
I'm
never
going to
make
go
payments on
ahead.
the phone. Never make payments on the phone ever.
Right. Well, but before I had a pay as I go phone, but I don't remember the reason why I got this phone or whatever. But I remember they wouldn't let me pay cash. They were like, "Oh yeah, you have to finance," and I fell for the BS. I should have. I found out later. I should have
Right.
ordered online. What do you call again? An unlocked phone.
Unlocked.
Right, unlock phone, and then get a deal. What you live and you learn. So
Yes. Oh
I
yeah.
just want
You
to
got it.
thank you both.
Well, feeling it is part of getting out of debt. Once you feel it, those things that you're experiencing, once you feel it, you'll never let it happen again. You will never accidentally finance a phone again. That will never happen. Nobody will
Right,
be able to fool you. Nobody will be able to trick you. You'll be like, no.
right. Because so I asked the guy, okay, once I paid off, then what? And he's like, oh, well, you could upgrade. I said, no, I don't want to upgrade.
Nope.
I just want to know how much is the phone, how much is the little laptop for me to pay it off. So they gave me the balance. So I'm going to
It
handle
was
that.
500 for both of them.
Yeah, about $513.
Oh, okay, for both, to pay off both.
Well, yes, both.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. All right.
Yeah.
So you said
But
you did that.
no, I am.
You are
I
going to do
will.
that. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I have the emergency money, coming over.
What made you finally look into that? What made you say, "Let me see how much I owe on these things"? What made you think like that?
You. That's what I'm saying. It's you. And plus, I got something from mail. So something was going up or whatever, and I didn't understand it because I saw another account. So I thought someone had my account, but it was the account to the laptop, the small laptop. When I went in, they were like, "Oh yeah, that's the insurance or whatever." So since I was there, I said, "Yo,
Oh,
while I'm
and you had insurance.
yeah, in case you get stolen, blah
They
blah
make it,
blah."
yeah, of course. They make it so much money. If it's lost or damaged or whatever, so you're financing it and you get insurance. Oh God, they'd be making a killing. They're killing the game.
I know.
But that's all part of the pain. You got to go through that pain,
Yep, I got to go
so
through
it'll
the
never
pain.
happen again. You got to feel it.
That's right. Yeah. So while I was there, I said, "Okay, by the way, I want to know how much is left, whatever." And they gave me the breakdown. So I added
They
together.
probably was wondering why she coming up in here asking those type of questions, because slaves don't ask those type of questions. They're like, "Why you need to know that, lady?" Well, what?
Right.
You know?
And they went in and they added. They told me to break down, and I added up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to murder it.
Just like Andre said, the insurance is to protect their phone. not your phone.
Right. Good way of seeing things.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
So
all right. So thank you. And thank you,
congratulations,
Andre.
Dominique. Yeah.
Huh?
Did you
What you
catch
say?
that? Did you get a chance to catch that? The collab with Andre and I did the other
Yeah.
day. Okay, good.
Yes, and I watched it twice because I like I said, I started a new job and I had to go in 4 a.m. So when I was watching 8 at night, I was so tired I fell asleep.
Okay.
But when I came home Friday, I watched it.
Okay.
Excellent.
Good.
Excellent. And I commented too. I made a comment.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
of you guys enjoyed that video. A lot of you guys enjoyed it. I got some
Yeah.
I got some good feedback from it too.
Yeah. Please do more. And I'm trying to get my nephew, to know
Now you
about
said a 30-year-old
SMB.
nephew, you said?
Yes. Mechanical engineer.
Is he listening?
No, he's not listening right now. He's going through some stuff.
Right,
30-year-olds, they go through stuff,
right. That's funny. You're
but
like,
they're making
no.
that money. He works at Boeing, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Because I'm
That
thinking
was
of
me.
you making
That
that
was me.
money.
That was me.
Right. And I told him when he graduated from college, like 2 years ago, I gave him Dave Ramsey books, all that. We had a long conversation, and so I spoke to him the other day. Matter of fact, yesterday, I said, okay, so give me the update with your student loans. I said, have you been paying on them because of the deferment?
Of course not. He's saving money. He don't have to. He don't have to, Ominique. He don't have to right now. So he has extra money at the end of the month. Now that he don't have to pay student loans.
Well, he told me they're the only debts he got. And I'm like, yo, kill this. Get rid of it. I said, there's no interest accruing right now.
He ain't trying to hear that.
Man, if I could have put my hand through the phone and choked him, I told him. I was like, you're lucky I can't do that.
See, that is the colorblind slave master. Don't care who it is. Don't care if it's your family members. Don't care if it's your mama, your daughter, son. It don't care.
Yeah, I know. But at least I want to save him. I can't save my cousins who are older than I am. At least let me save my nephew.
Right. You can't.
If they want to listen. If
what you're gonna have to let them see you living your life stress free. That's the only way they're gonna be able to see it. They be like, man, she ain't never stressing. She ain't never talking about debt. She ain't never saying bill collectors are calling her phone. What is she doing? And then that's when they're gonna listen.
I guess so, because I've been telling them about Dave Ramsey for years, and they're like, "Oh yeah, they have."
He'll listen to this because he's probably not listening to Dave Ramsey because Dave Ramsey got a lot of religion in his stuff. And if you focus it, like when I listen to Dave Ramsey, I just removed the religion part, right? When I listened to him, I just didn't pay attention to any of that part. But if you don't understand that, you're gonna be probably thinking, "Oh man, I'm not following this religious guy and this and that," and because he still says. Still tithe and
but they know I'm not a Christian. I'm sorry to say like that, but I'm not a Christian.
Right.
I'm not a Christian.
Right.
So
you can't tithe when you're in debt, but they still push people to tithe, which makes no sense to me. Still tell them to tithe, but you're in the negative. You have no money to tithe anything. Oh, I'm still tithing. Okay, whatever.
Look, we couldn't go into a whole different subject, take this a different place talking about religion. Because even though I don't even
talk about it. I don't even talk about it. Because I don't know.
Give their opinion. You don't remember. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Say it again.
No, go ahead.
You don't remember one time I made a statement online about religions. I say, yes, certain religions, they want you to give them money. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we're talking about that. I mean, if you're in debt, there's certain things you really shouldn't do because there are religions that cost money.
Right.
I'm trying to be tactful about it. That's why I'm not coming out. Right. So I don't want people coming after me.
Right. That's why you're right.
But there's people that tell me, oh, I should do this and do that in my spirituality. Because they claim there's certain things I should do. But the practical side of me is like, F no, I'm in debt. I'm not doing anything for God. on behalf of money, because money, I'm in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, so I've made up my mind on that, until I'm out of debt, and then maybe I'll think about doing these other
then you can do anything you want.
spiritual things.
Because people have asked me, they say, "Oh, LJ, you saying don't tithe?" I'm saying tithe if you want to tithe and you got real money, go ahead and do what you want to do with your money. You can tithe, do whatever but have money to do so. That's it.
Well, I've known people, this is way before I knew about Dave Ramsey, whatever. These folks were poor. I'm not talking about poor.
My family did too.
Right, but they all up in the church. I know a Jehovah's Witness, they're all up in the church. Yeah, and it costs money to go to these conventions they were going to with Jehovah's Witness. It's like a lot of money, but you're struggling.
Yeah.
This was like 20 years ago. This chick, she was just a phlebotomist, and back then they would get paid only $7 an hour.
I remember when I was young. And the church we went to, the preacher and his wife both had nice Cadillacs. Okay, and I remember at the time, me and my mom, we had a two-door Mustang back then. This was the late 80s, or no, I think it was I was a kid, so it was 80s. Okay, and so I remember saying to my mom, I was like, "Mom, why do you give money? Why do we give money to the church and the preachers? They got nicer cars than us." She would go, "Don't you say nothing about that, boy. That's just the way it is." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was just curious. That's all. I was just curious. It just didn't make any sense to me.
Right, but they don't want
now
to
that I'm
ask.
free, I understand.
I still don't understand. They don't want you to, what they say, seek not with your understanding. In other words, shut the F up and just go with the program.
Right.
All right. I didn't want to take up your time and take the conversation.
All right. No, that's all right. That's what it's for. It's Q&A Sunday. So it's no specific.
Yeah.
I just started out with a topic. That's it.
Yeah. So again, thank you, Andre, and thank you, LJ.
You are welcome.
You guys really got me thinking, and so now I'm on a different plan of being totally debt free, but still by 60. But I think I should, because I'm 52 now, and I'm proud to say that. But I think maybe by 56, 57, I should be out of total debt.
Okay, congratulations. Yeah. That's my goal, to own my house by the age 60 for sure. That's my goal too. Yeah,
and you could do it.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. I just can't wait. I'm out of. But I know this. You got to let all the dust settle right now. It's going crazy right now. So.
Oh yeah. All right. I'll let you go.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome.
Are there any other questions? I'm gonna put this link up here. Any questions on the proposal? Anything? Any other questions outside the proposal? Usually, the Q&A Sundays is really about you guys to ask me questions of me. Maybe you guys are new to the channel. You don't know my background. I used to be a computer engineer, a high-ranking, whatever you want to call it, some made-up title that my job gave me, right? And I was making $160,000 a year. I was a virtualization engineer. My specialty, the software, was VMware. All right, so what that is I created virtual machines, virtual servers that could be accessed globally, right? So I would create like if you could log into, imagine you having a computer and you could be able to access your computer and desktop from any other computer wherever you are in the world. You can still get to it. That's what I set up. That's what I used to do. Okay. And so I was making $160,000 a year, went to school for it, got a degree in engineering, computer engineering, and had a pretty successful career until I realized I was a slave the whole time. Okay. Once I got out of debt, I quit because once I got out of debt, I realized that though my job was paying me $160,000 a year, they were getting double that out of me, if not triple. Okay. Because I I had a phone that they were paying for, which I didn't know at the time. The reason why they was paying for it, so they could have 24-hour access to my life. So if you're an engineer or whatever, right, and you had a job and you got a phone and they're paying for your phone, 80% of your phone, the reason why they're doing that, so they can pay you 40 hours a week salary or whatever you're paying, but have 24-hour access to your life with that phone. That's what they do. That's why they're paying for it. If I had known that, if I was debt free and I known this information, that when raise time came, you know how you pretty much, you know, they say, hey, the annual raises are coming. And then they come out with this piece of paper and they say, this is how much we're giving you. And this is how we calculated it. Right. Had I known that, I would have walked into that. I wouldn't have just been happy with the pennies that they gave me. I would have said, oh, yeah, I want you to double my salary. You want to raise? Yeah, double it. What do you mean? And I would explain it to them. Hey, I got this phone, right? Yeah. You guys call me 24 hours a day anytime you want. So you have to pay for that. That's not free. They had me so much that when I would come home and I made the mistake of tying my personal phone with my work phone, I would, to the point to where if I was upstairs and I left my phone downstairs, I'd be startled and I would get up and go down and get it just in case if I missed a work phone, a call when I was off work. That means they owned me. They owned me. What's up, Dennis?
What's going on, LJ? You hear me? All right.
I can hear you. I can. How you doing, sir?
Good, good. I was spamming the question in the in the chat. I'm sorry. But Andre just told me to join. I just wanted to ask because I went through a bad car crash the other day and totaled my car, and I was like, damn. Now I gotta go.
You're all right, though, right? Sound like you're okay.
Yeah, I got lucky, honestly. You know, it taught me
Okay.
a lot about looking on the bright side and how bad you could mess up as an adult.
Right.
I'm only 22, but
yeah.
But yeah, just any advice you have on like finding another car? Obviously, never finance. Buy from slaves. That's what I predict you're gonna say. But
right, buy from slaves. Yep. So what are you asking?
I guess, you know, any traps to avoid. And,
well, right now, the way that the used car market is right now, it's inflated, right? It's the only way you're gonna, like, right now they're desperate. I would wait till unemployment runs out, which is running out here really quick, and I would wait till student loans payments start up again. That's when slaves are going to be desperate. So start looking for the car you want right now. Start looking on Marketplace or wherever you look for cars, and just wait till that time comes, because these payments are going to be due, and they're not going to be able to make these payments on these cars, and that's when they're going to be desperate. As long as you got the cash for whatever you're looking for.
Right.
You're not going to be playing Blue Book, okay? Because when you have money, Blue Book only applies to you when you sell, never when you buy.
All right.
Do you have an idea what you're looking for?
Honestly, no. That's just something that works and reliable. I used to be a slave. I mean, not really, but I used to be like, my old car was like a Mercedes C300, and I remember you were like, or when I first started watching you were like, oh, it's just stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly right. Like, when I crashed, the whole front of it was freaking plastic. That's why it got so messed up, probably. I'm like, dude,
yeah, it's just plastic. It's a plastic thing. That's it.
When the mechanic saw it, he was like, I was gonna take like maybe $15K to fix.
Oh, shit.
I was like, $15K for some plastic? That is hilarious. It should better come from Germany or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to pay for those cars are expensive to maintain. That's why I always wondered why they cost so much brand new, and then about 5 years later they drop to nothing.
Yeah.
But still,
Exactly.
people think Mercedes is something. You know, they think it's worth more or something. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, that's what you're gonna do, man. You're just gonna wait till like I said, wait till the unemployment runs out and student loans start. Then that's when you're gonna get deals.
Right. I hope my employer doesn't try to off me because I'm immobile, though. I mean, at least I live in New York, so it's chill. But
Oh, you need your car for work?
it definitely could help. It definitely is more useful than taking the subway everywhere, but I wouldn't say it's like absolutely necessary. But
yeah, right now
never
these
know.
used car prices are inflated. I just wouldn't.
Yeah.
They think they have people with used cars think they have an asset right now for some reason. They really do. They've been saying it all over the internet. Oh, used cars are going up. I can't believe my used cars went up in value. Not if you finance the slave. It's not going up for you. It's going up for the bank.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, now that I remember back in the beginning of the year is when I got out of debt. I was like, you know, I'm gonna hit 20K net worth or whatever, and I'm already past that, and it's like halfway into the year, so I'm like, damn, LJ was really right. Money stacks fast when you're out of debt.
It stacks fast, man. You're gonna have whatever car you're gonna look for, whatever car you're gonna have the money for it. They're just gonna wait till look for the car, call them up and say, hey, you know, ask the normal question, why are you selling it? And listen to their slave story. Oh, my kids, I lost my job, whatever. You know, you don't really care. You're just like, okay, whatever. How much you selling for? 10? Yeah, I got 6. Cash. You want it? Yeah, okay. I'll come get it.
Yeah, it's a strategy.
Yeah. You know, they're gonna look at you, a 22-year-old. Look at this punk kid. His daddy and mommy probably gave him the money. No, he's just free. That's it. Nothing special. He just owns himself at 22 and you don't. That's all. That's it.
Yep. One of my childhood friends just bought a brand new BMW. She's the same age as mine. I was like, oh my God.
You guys are both the same age?
Yeah.
Oh God. Brand new. What did he get? An M3 or whatever that?
I don't know, but it's a nice one. And I was like, wow. And they pay for like the front decal with the 3 colors too.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You finance some colors. That's crazy.
What did you say anything to him? What'd you say to him?
No, I was like, oh, that's nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Can I ride? Yeah, cool. All right, cool.
Yep.
You can't. Is it hard not to say anything, or is it easier for you now?
No, it's easier. It's way easier.
Okay. All right. Good.
I get
man,
frustrated
you're gonna be going a long way. Huh?
I get frustrated explaining slaveonomics.
Right. Slaveonomics, right? I can't. You know, I want that. I want slaveonomics on a shirt, but I got to be very careful with that because slaves.
Oh yeah,
slaves
when
that
the
don't know
shirts
they're
coming
slaves,
out,
they'll be getting pissed, and I don't really want anybody to get hurt over a shirt. You know, getting a fight. Oh, I want more S&B shirts, man. I got in a fight. No, I don't want that.
I wear an S&B hoodie. You could come out with those too. That'd be sick.
Oh yeah, they're all gonna come out. Believe that. I'm just starting. I had to figure out what I was gonna put on them to make them different and timeless. And these statements that are gonna be on these shirts will be timeless. No matter how old the shirts get, the statement will always be relevant.
Mm-hmm. Another thing that I've noticed was one of my coworkers. He lives like deep in the Bronx, and he said, "Dude, a lot of people in the block are getting picked up for PPP fraud." I was like, "Damn." LJ called this out a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
Damn, it's like self arrest. You know, people they just go away. You're like, wow.
Yeah, they just don't really. I mean, on the bigger picture, it was just bait. You know, they can get more money than they've ever seen in their lives with no verification of anything. Oh, this money's so easy to get. Well, why is it easy to get? Whatever, we don't care, and they get trapped. Now they're owned for life because it's a federal crime. They're owned. They can never bankrupt it. They have to pay off every penny. And if somebody has stolen more money that they've ever seen in their lives, most likely they have other debt that they can't bankrupt. So they're owned for life. They're done. Toast at 22. Done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's what I had. Questions I had, LJ. Thanks.
All right, Dennis, man. Congratulations, man. Keep doing what you're doing at such a young age, man. And you're going to just, right now, your young age is your advantage because they think you don't know shit. So they're not going to really pay attention to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, keep doing what I'm doing. Thanks, LJ.
All right, sir. Have a good one. All right, you guys, we're going to wrap this up, man. Unless there's any more questions, man. We're an hour and 35 minutes into it. Right. I keep my mask on out in public. I do. It stays on in public. I don't really feel like dealing with any of that unconscious slave nonsense. Anyway, I really feel for you guys that are going to be doing this 40-year extension on your mortgage. They got you, man. Then they got you for life. Good luck. Lee says the government set up the PPP trap just to create more government jobs, and people fell. Well, they did the PPP on the bigger scale outside the debt matrix, alien speak. PPP loans are there to create slaves. You guys have no idea. I mean, you just listen to all you got to do is Google this information. What's the percentage of was PPP fraud or whatever, right? That's how many slaves there are because they can come get them anytime they wish. There is no time limit. Don't think that nobody contacted you with within 2 years of your PPP fraud that you're free. No, they just haven't gotten to you yet because millions of you slaves are doing it. They can't get to everybody at once. That's why they hire new IRS agents, because when you steal the money, guess what else you're going to do? You're going to lie on your taxes about it. You can't claim it because you stole it, slaves. So you're not going to claim it. But they already know you did it. As soon as you press enter, as soon as you filled out all the false information and press enter, I'm sure something pops up and says, hey, by the way, if you're lying, that's your ass. And you said, I don't care. I want that money bad. Enter. Pew! Wire fraud right there. Wire fraud right off the bat. Wire fraud. You're not even approved yet. Wire fraud. You get it, slaves? Yeah, they got their kids too. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Well, everybody, thank you for joining today. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the show, there's my Cash App. There's my website scrolling along the bottom there if you want a blueprint to get yourself out of the debt matrix. Like I said earlier, I'm working with NC Biggs to get these shirts done and made. Their shirts are coming, and the shirts are going to be a phenomenal hit. They are. They're going to be unbelievable. And I just want to make sure the quality. I want to make sure SMB family members are proud to wear them. And those of you that choose to buy them, I want to make sure you guys are you prepared to answer those questions. Now, remember, the statements on the shirts. Be prepared to answer the questions mathematically. Make them pull out their calculator, okay? All right, Sal's, Aaron, Andre, E-Man, Lee, thank you. Thank you, Dennis. Omanike, thank you. Jeff No Jazzy, thank you. Oh, Dark Man. Oh, that's Dark Man? Oh, okay, cool. I didn't realize that was Dark Man. What's up, Dark Man? All right, Jewel, Lauren, James, Gabriel, till next time. A little too late, Al. I'm about to jump off, man. Been an hour and 40 minutes. Catch the replay. All right, thank you, everybody. Till next time. Later.